Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you want to be a blockchain expert and a blockchain developer and you don't know what you should do and from where you should start, this video is for you. So let's go to our phase 1 and let's see what we should do and from where we should start. At the first step, you should know what is blockchain at all, why we are using blockchain. What is the use cases of that? What is decentralized? What is the structure of the blockchain and Web3 applications? It will be really helpful for you to know about the use cases and why we are using blockchain at all. You should know, for example, about the blockchain structure, about the Web3 structure. And after that, you should have some general knowledge like cryptography, like mining, like forking, like wallets, and many things that you should know as a general knowledge and you can see in our phase 2. After these two phase 1 and 2, that right now you will have general knowledge about the blockchain. You should go through blockchain deeper and know more about that. We have many kinds of chain that we can learn. For example, Solana, Tone, L2 blockchains, EVM based blockchain. If you don't know which of them you should start and which of them you should learn, my suggestion in this step is EVM based blockchain. I mean Ethereum virtual machine based. We have Ethereum here, we have Binance here. Also in EVM based, my suggestion is Ethereum. And you should learn about that. It's really good chain that we can learn. You should know about the structure of the Ethereum chain and other, for example, things that we have in Ethereum. After that, you should learn how you can develop a smart contract. At first, in the first step, what is a smart contract at all? Why we are using a smart contract? After that, you should learn about that. You should learn about ERC tokens, crypto wallets, decentralized storage, how we can store our data in the blockchain. And the programming language that we have here for a smart contract can be Solidity, Rust. And my suggestion here is Solidity. After you write a smart contract, you should write unit tests for that. In my idea, it's mandatory that you should write a unit test for your smart contract that you develop to make sure that that's your contract working fine and function that you're using for your contract. And after that, you should learn about the deployment process, how you can deploy your smart contract and how you can monitor that. As usual, when we are developer and we want to develop a smart contract, we should use some internal chain, for example, to deploy our contract without pay any gas fee. So we can use, for example, Hardhat here. You should learn about the frameworks that we have, like Hardhat. It will provide 20 Ethereum accounts, 20 wallets with private key, and some amount of Ethereum in each one that you can test and you can switch between the wallets with the extension that you have in your browser. So again, we have 4 options here. My suggestion is Hardhat. You can learn about that. You can deploy your smart contract on Hardhat and write an application and connect to that. That I will discuss in phase 6 or 7. After learn about the frameworks that we have here, one of the important things that we have is a security of the chain and smart contracts. We have some tools also here. One of the best tools that we can use is Manticore. We have it here, and we can use that to have a good security for our chain and for our smart contract. After this step, we should know about the version controls to pull and push our codes, especially when we are working with a team. We should able to have for example, some storage, maybe to push our code, and other teammates can pull and run the codes that we wrote on their machine. Some of the tools that we can use here as a version control is GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket. Also, my suggestion here is GitHub. You can start with GitHub, and after that you can learn any other that you want. After these 7 phases, we have a big phase here. If you want to learn, if you want to develop decentralized application, how you should do that? For example, you learn about the EVM chain, you develop a smart contract. So how you should use that? After you deploy that in, for example, Hardhat as your test framework. These are some steps that you should follow. As a language, you can use JavaScript, Python, and Go. My suggestion is JavaScript here. Then you can choose FE, front-end framework, for example, like React.js, AngularJS, or Vue.js. Again, my suggestion is here is React.js. And the libraries that you can use for the React is Ether.js or Web3.js. Again, my suggestion here is Ether.js. So when you deploy your contract on your Hardhat test network and develop an application with, for example, a website with React.js and use Ether.js library, you can connect your React.js application with this Ether.js library to your smart contract and network. For example, you can develop an e-commerce application. Two person can buy with USDT, with Ethereum. Also, you should know about the client nodes. We have 4 here that you should learn about all of them. Also, you should learn about node as a service, as you can see here. And for example, quick node or anything else. Okay. And also you should know about the NFTs, how we can make an NFT, what is NFT at all, why we are using them. Payment in the, for example, let's assume that you want to withdraw some payments to a wallet, how you should do that with Ether.js library with your smart contract. These are the steps that you should follow if you want to, and you should learn if you want to develop a decentralized application. After that, we have one another phase here. After, for example, developing dApps, that this phase and phase 9, I mean, is to scale your project. You should know about on-chain scaling. What is state and payment channels? What is Plasma? What is Ethereum 2? These steps will go after develop some, for example, e-commerce application, chat application, based on blockchain. After that, you can think about the scaling of your project and learn about these items that we have in phase 9. So let me quickly talk about the whole process that we should follow here. At first, you should know about the chains, for example, EVM chain like Ethereum. After that, you should develop a smart contract. You should know how you can do that and deploy that smart contract on your network. As a test network, you can use Hardhat. And after that, you can choose a front-end framework like React.js or Angular or anything else and connect your front-end to your blockchain with Ether.js and libraries that we have here. Then you can have dApps, for example, e-commerce. These are the steps that you should follow. And after that, you can go through the scaling your project and how you can scale and on-chain scaling and something like that.